Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Westby. Ken Manning, Western Wisconsin Video Productions. Along with Dave Gluck, we are set to bring you tonight's non-conference opening basketball game between the host Westby Norsemen and the Melrose-Mindoro Mustangs. Let's take a look here and turn to Dave as the Mustangs are now being introduced.
Yeah, Anna Radcliffe, a sophomore, getting the start. Also number 4 in Claire Becker, a senior. Another sophomore, number 10, Kalisa Bouch. They're a young team as well as Westby. Here comes another sophomore, a third one in number 20 in Cooper Zeman. And sophomore, Opal Buchanan. 4 sophomores, Ken.
My goodness.
And a senior.
Wow.
You thought Westby was young. Or we thought Westby was young.
Yeah. How about that? Now let's turn the camera over here as Coach Brian Hebner, and happy number 50 for him today.
So Natalie Miller, number 2. Aaron Gluck, number 4, another junior. Grace Bailey, a junior. Allie Fortune, junior, and then the lone senior in Booty. Wisconsin went down to Providence tonight, 72-59. That game just finalized.
Wow.
Tough night for the Badgers.
Well, we'll pan back a little bit here and get things set to go. These two teams, again, they've had some rich tradition, but this year, well, we'll see what's going to happen as two young teams step out here onto the court in the opening game of this 2023-24 season.
Yeah, the Norse we talked about it really early in that JV game. These kids have not really seen the varsity floor. And it's going to be a learning curve for them. They played a lot of basketball, but at the same time, the varsity speed's a little bit different. We'll see how they handle it tonight. Big thing, Ken, is going to be spacing for Westby. And that inbound or pass down to Booty. Booty not able to get to it, and it'll go over to Malmin.
Yeah, that pass skipping away from her hands. And the first turnover of the ball game and the season here on the Norsemen.
Westby opening up in a zone. Here's Zeman. She'll go inside to Bouch. And it's a foul down low. And that'll be 21 in Booty reaching in.
Yeah, it looked like she just kind of reached around behind a little bit too much there and caught the hip.
Inbounds turnover. Miller comes away with it, pushing it to right side. Now she'll back it out, and tried to go back out. Gluck, meanwhile, cut. And now Bailey's going to pick up the foul, just running into a Mustang and Bouch.
You know, she had her arms raised up in the air, kind of like saying, I'm going to have the foul, so just go ahead and whistle at me.
Zeman gets it up to Becker. She'll get it over to Buchanan. Now back over to, there's a drag of the foot by Zeman. And the Mustangs will put a little bit of pressure on the Lady Norse. Westby did a good job getting up to the middle. Miller getting it down to the baseline, picks up that dribble, gets it back out to Gluck, and she'll swing it around. Miller now, good jumper from the baseline. Booty picked up the loose ball. Gluck now. And I'll say a jump. Has 3 offensive rebounds. Booty, Fortune, and Gluck, but not able to convert anything.
Well, Gluck on the final rebound, too. She did a nice job. She came out of nowhere, up in the air, Dave, and we know she can jump, and came down with it, and then somebody up over the top with the hand on the ball for the jump ball situation.
So Zeman starts this offense out. She gets it over to number 2 in Radcliffe. And another turnover. And now Miller will once again bring it up across the timeline. Both teams just trying to settle in right now with turnovers. Miller now open look from the left side. Booty with the rebound and not able to convert.
That was a tough one, too. That ball rolled right off the front of the rim and over on the other side.
Yeah, we saw that in the JV game quite a bit in the second half for Westby. Westby good hands right now. Here's Becker with a shot from the left side, and that went off the head of Booty on Middle State Mustang ball. Caitlin Benish now coming into the game, and Miller coming off.
Westby looks like they've got some speed out there on that basketball court.
Becker over to Radcliffe. Radcliffe goes down into the corner to Zeman, and she'll get it in to Bausch. Did a good job just swinging the ball around, not letting it get tied up there. Now a skip pass over here to Radcliffe, and that's off the mark. And again, into Booty's hands. That time she ripped it out of there, and Benish came to the ball. Gluck anticipated her going away. Boy, Radcliffe curls, nice pass inside. And now Gluck will come out of there again with it, and she'll push it up the right side.
She did a nice job of breaking out to the open here on the outside part of the court.
Westby again, another miss underneath. Good push up the floor. And now Becker will swing it over to the right side into the hands of Buchanan. Back to the top.
Left corner of your screen, you can see the score and the time, and of course no score at the 15-minute mark of this ball game.
That was a good aggressive rebound by the Mustangs. Must be back in the defensive position. Handball knocked out of bounds. It'll stay Mustangs, and here comes Miller again.
Gluck with a nice job there, Dave.
Bailey will come off. So Westby did a good job of getting right back into their defense when they looked to be in a little bit of shambles. Timeout, Mustangs. 0-0 the score, 14:50 as you can see on the clock.
Come here to the Westby Fieldhouse as we get set. 14:50 to go here in the first half action.
And Zeman inbounds it into the hands of Bausch. Zeman back off the screen. Gluck fights her way through that. And gets it up to Miller. Miller will push up the sideline. Into Booty, the left-hander, does not fall. Got a good spot for that shot, Ken.
Yeah.
Did not get it in.
Just
8 feet away, and a little skip inside. Got away with the travel there. Good spacing again by the Mustangs. You saw that with that JV squad in the second half. They're going 4 and 1 on the inside. 4 on the out, 1 on the in. Bausch doing a great job getting the pin on Booty. Now they got into her late. They had it again really clean a few other times, and then they passed it into her in a tough situation. 4-2 out, Bailey in. And it was poked out of bounds. That ball right through the middle.
Wow.
And a make by, is that Becker? I think so.
That was a pinpoint pass too, Dave.
Well, they ran a player through the lane, Ken, and Westby reacted to her coming through and just opened up the middle, and Becker slid down through. There's a turnover, Westby, and it was a great inbounds play. 45 now entering the game. That's Francron, as well as number 1 in Nicolay. Fortune back in the game, Booty off for Westby. Benish, Miller, Gluck, Fortune, Bailey for the Norse. Good pass inside and a make. 4-0 here as 2 back-to-back baskets by the Mustangs. Miller doing a great job getting it right up. Now skips it over to Fortune, and a good look, just not able to finish.
Francron with the rebound. She also picked up that last bucket, I should say.
And that's Becker from the outside. So heating up, 3 for 3 here on a 6-0 run are the Mustangs.
Yeah, she felt real comfortable, shooting from that spot. You could just see it.
Good screen up high by Benish. She rolled off it down the lane, not able to get it to her. Now Gluck skips it over to Fortune outside, jumper left side, just off the back plate and into the hands of Francron. Good ball movement by the Norse that time. Mustangs again keeping things spread out, 4 on the outside. Now they'll cut through with Radcliffe. And over and back. That was a little bit of controlled chaos there, I guess.
Yeah.
It seemed like.
Well, it looked like that might have been, I don't know if that was Francron down low or who that was that tossed that ball out to the top of the key and just had a little too much mustard on it.
So timeout on the floor is a 30-second one.
Why don't we just keep it here? Talk a little bit about what we're seeing here. 6-0 lead here by the Mustangs of Mel-Min. Westby starting to look like they're coming up and down the court a little bit better here, Dave. They just haven't been able to put the bucket in the basket.
Yeah, they haven't really got into an offense like the Mustangs have. The Mustangs have come down and they established their spacing. They're moving the ball around really well. They're cutting really strong. And Westby's just kind of figuring out right now they're kind of running through the mechanics of the offense, Ken, rather than playing it.
Yeah. And
I think that'll be kind of the storyline throughout the year. Lots of athletes out there.
Yep.
Benish driving the lane, right side. Gluck flying in. They're not able to come down with it. Is into the hands of Nikolai. And now a shot from the right side. And Gluck again with the rebound. She pushes up the floor too high again.
Good try.
Just Westby right now 2 turnovers and high throws. He's got to float it above to her, not try to rifle it to her.
Kind of liked what I saw there, though, Dave. They were, Aaron took a look down and tried to do an Aaron Rodgers pass there.
Well, I think that's going to be kind of maybe a little bit their identity as an offense, is just really pushing the ball. And good box out by Bailey. The ball comes into Miller's hands. As both teams are off to kind of a cold start. Gluck baseline jumper off the back plate. And Westby, they are cold. They were cold in Holman all day long, and they are to start this game too. Becker up to Blaken, and Bailey comes away with it, and now we'll get a foul. Jersey Blaken, number 3, entered the game. Kind of missed her.
Yeah. That was a pretty good reach around. Booty returns to the ball game.
Radcliffe comes back in for the Mustangs as well as, I believe, Bouch. Benish. Good job bringing it up the floor. 3-pointer on the way from Gluck, and she got it.
Nice shot.
Got Westby off to 0 onto a quick 3 at 6-3 right now.
Cut the lead in half on that one.
Good job by Benish getting that ball up the floor. A miss from the outside, now tossing from underneath.
That was one of those little alley-oop underneath kind of shots.
Miller again splitting the defense, going up the floor. Booty gets it to Miller. It was basically a nice pass inside to Fortune. That's just a great play by Natalie Miller. And a good play by Fortune, just settling down in that spot of the lane.
Well, you've said it. You know, you want to be able to see the court, and that was a good showing right there.
Sure was. I'll go inside to Freuenkrown. She kicks it out to Radcliffe, and she drains the
She answered back in a hurry.
Benish looking to baseline. She get over to Booty on the left wing. Miller now open look from three, and she got it. Natalie Miller's a nice shooter. She always has been, Ken. And she can square up. She can shoot with the best of them.
Well, things are opening up right now.
Bausch will get it over to Nikolai. Now Blanken. And here's Radcliffe again. Why not, she says. And there's Freuenkrown. Booty with the block. And Miller bringing it up the floor. 8-11 right now. Mustangs. Ken, it'll take me a while to get used to that clock being shown because I'm used to the clock not being shown. So inside to Fortune. Fortune draws the foul, and she'll step to the line.
Just a little short. That'll happen. You know, you talk about the speed and the athleticism of this team. Once they get to gelling here, getting used to playing with each other and picking up the quickness of the game, this could be a fun bunch to watch.
And that one in and out.
And that's part of the reason right there, because you got a rebound, and she went right back to the bucket. Those will fall sooner than later.
Becker over to Bausch. Go right back to Becker. And Mustangs able to get the offensive rebound. Now bounce pass into Bausch. Caught down low. And a great takeaway by Fortune. Push up to Miller. Miller looking to push the ball up the right side. Nobody stopped her.
Yeah.
And right at the rim and not able to finish, but a great drive.
But there again, Dave, that's what, we were talking about that earlier. Stay with that kind of enthusiasm. Get after it.
Radcliffe. Now they get it into Bausch. And there, good defense by Booty getting in there, and she drew the foul as it looked like Radcliffe clung onto her arm.
And she was not going to waste any time ripping the ball away, too. She was trying to, show her authority, which is a good thing right there.
Yeah, it sure is. Fortune now trying to start things up. And a tie-up now will stay with Westby. Westby looking for some, a little more spacing, Ken, in this offense. Good cut, good feet inside, and fouled is Gluck by Becker. Good ball movement that time.
That's what was kind of fun to see. You could almost watch that one develop, and again with Erin and her little jump that she has and her speed on top of that.
And off the mark on the free throw. Westby 0 for 3 right now from the line. Game like this, these really matter. And she got the second one. Miller now in for Gluck, giving her a breather. So Benish, Miller, Booty, Fortune, and Bailey on the floor for Westby.
Coming into the game for Mel Min, that was number 3 in Jersey, Blaken.
Ball's in the hands of Zeman. Radcliffe, Bausch underneath, and out there 25 is Buchanan. I like the way they try to establish the post.
Mm-hmm.
That was a double dribble right there, Ken. She came around and all 3 of them missed it. Holy cow.
Radcliffe with 2 on that one.
Fortune now drops it back to Miller. She cuts through. Booty wing high. She'll spin to the baseline. And Mustangs, here they come again. That ball deflected, then just out of the reach of Miller. Blocked by Booty on the driving Blaken. And Bailey now. Finally get it up to Benish. Get down to Fortune. Oh, quick move underneath, Ken. And got the offensive rebound, got fouled. Quick spin by Fortune.
Yes.
What's nice about her, she can use that left hand as well as she can use her right.
That's really good when you can do something like that.
And now she'll step to the line again. Her second time there. Number 1 in Nikolai coming back on for the Mustangs. Westby's Gluck comes back on. Booty goes off, as well as Bausch. Not able to connect, but Fortune comes away with it again. Now bounce pass into Benish. Benish right back to her on the miss.
And a timeout by Westby, I believe.
That's what it is. We'll see what they're going to take. Looks like a 30-second?
30-second one. We'll take a little break ourselves and be right back. Well, we come back here with this first half action, Dave, and I tell you what, it was no score for about the first 3, maybe 4 or 5 minutes, and then all of a sudden the racetrack got going.
Yeah, the Mustangs came out with a 6-0 run, and since that time, Westby's put up 9, and the Mustangs continue to put points on the board. They have 7.
Yeah.
So Westby will trigger the inbounds here as Gluck. Gets into Booty, a little turnaround, not able to finish it. And here comes Radcliffe out, up ahead. And a good finish, good catch, good finish by Zeman.
Right on the tip of her fingers, and how she was able to be strong enough to kind of keep that back within arm's length and lay it up and in. That was a pretty good move.
Miller cutting through. And boy, they're going to say it's off her. Went off the hands of the Mustang player.
Yeah,
like we say, everyone has to kind of get back into
I thought
speed.
I thought for sure that was off Radcliffe.
Yeah. Yeah, she poked it right out of bounds.
Yeah.
Her hands are right between Miller's. Maybe he just thought it was Miller's hand. Down low to Radcliffe. There, Gluck comes away with it. And here's a foul. That'll be the 6th team foul.
Yeah, that was on Jersey Blaken. Nope, that ball passed right off to no man's land. And Well, Melvin's going to capitalize, Dave.
Yeah, that's just, again, expecting something to happen, and it didn't, and just laid it out there. Just wasted dribbles. There's a good example of Gluck, just 2 dribbles and she stopped. She didn't do anything. She just absolutely wasted it. And then gets locked up in a turnover. Outside jumper.
Aaron was trying to direct traffic there without the ball. And then she got the ball.
4-2 now as Westby starts to run their offense. A little high for 4-2, but into the hands of Benish. Booty was there for the putback.
Well, you always say you got to clean up the glass, and she did on that one.
Makes it 11-17 as what was a 13-9 lead. Kind of busted open to a 17-9, and now 17-11. As the Mustangs take a timeout.
We'll come back with more in 30 seconds time. 2:50 remaining here in the first half action. The Westby Norsemen find themselves trailing the Mustangs of Melrose-Mindoro by 6. Back to Dave.
So the inbounds pass going into the hands of Blaken. And again, West with quick hands. And creating another turnover. Dribble into that free throw line and shoot. Now we'll take baseline, little popper, and over the top of everything. And Bailey will come back in.
Coach yelling out instructions here for Melmin. That's Chris Radcliffe, by the way.
A little high-low action and over the top of the hand of Nikolai, who snuck in behind Westby's own. Westby looking to close this lead a little bit. Bailey curling to the lane. Over to Miller now. Booty at the elbow into Gluck and not able to get the scoop to go in.
That was a nice give and go, though.
Suppose you got to finish at the rim. Ball bouncing around, and here Westby comes away with it. Bailey can hand it off to Gluck, and she'll bring it up the floor now. This first half coming to an end here. Both teams playing a little ragged right now. Nice feed inside to Fortune on the cut. Good find and a finish.
Well, and I tell you what, Nikolai did a good job of not fouling her.
You get your spacing right, Ken. Things like that'll pop open for her. Radcliffe will fire again, and she's off the mark. And now we're under a minute here. Booty gets it to Gluck, who put it in just inside the free throw line.
That was a nice hanging shot there.
Now the defense look for Westby looking for another stop. Melmin being patient in their offense. Well, shot from the free throw line. Off the mark. Now Gluck will push it up the floor. Baseline, Bailey, jumper. Good.
Oh, good shot.
Good ball movement, a push to find a Bailey, and that knocks it up. Can you believe that, Ken? At 17-17 at the half.
Wow.
They started out slow, Ended up having a little bit of a flurry here.
Tell you what, that was quite the flurry, as you mentioned there, Dave, with Westby down by what, as many as at least 6 points there for a long time. And the last minute 26, they came back, tying this ball game up here, and it'll be a 10-minute intermission here. Let's take a quick look here as Dave's doing some tallying here real off the top here and see what we got. That's pretty good. You can keep track of where they're shooting from.
Yeah, and then I lose my place. Westby just 6 of 22 from the field right now.
Okay.
And Melmin a little bit better than that, as they have taken 16 shots here in this first half. And they've converted 8 of them, 500%. Westby, meanwhile, shooting 1 for 6 from the line.
All right. Well, we'll come back with the second half action in about 9 minutes. Well, back we come here to Westby High School, Ken Manning, Western Wisconsin Video Productions. And Dave, I'm going to let you take things here. I'm trying to get the picture-in-picture going here for us.
I'll tell you what, Mustang just came right out. And, that was number 20 in Zeman with a deep 3 to start the action. 2017. Nice feed inside. Booty to Miller. Miller too far underneath the basket and hit the bottom of it.
I'm glad you called that because I wasn't even on there. I forgot to move the camera.
And now Becker comes out and drains a 3.
My goodness. What did they eat at halftime there?
I don't know, but part of me, Ken, to be honest, wouldn't mind seeing Westby having to come out and play some man-to-man.
Yeah?
I think they're definitely quick enough. Just depends how they can match up all the way around the floor. So the Mustangs come out with 2 3-pointers to start things out. Westby looking to answer here. And Miller got to get in a good spot again and too hard off the backboard. And Westby, fortunately, got her hands on it, but not able to control it. And now Gluck with the takeaway.
Ooh.
And boy, I don't know how to describe any of that, to be honest with you. Just a mess. That was a mess. Westby has to find a way that when not to dribble into traps, Ken, and when you do get trapped right away, not to panic. You have time. Use your pivot foot.
Yep.
Make some things happen. Defend your teammates have to see what's going on. Have to come to the basketball. Because obviously, if you're getting double teamed, somebody's open. Someone's free to come to you. But that's all the process. Like you said earlier, these kids haven't seen the floor. There's been really no development at this varsity level. And they'll be going through some growing pains this year. But they played plenty of basketball. Berg now on the floor for Westby. Benish down the lane. And just not able to finish it, and into the hands of Fortune, and she does.
Now that was a nice drive, and they kept the ball alive with a little tip play too, Dave.
Now, 3-pointer again from the far corner.
Wow.
And I think they're right. There was a travel there before the pass, and now it's just turnovers. Killing them right now.
Bouch with a 3, and then they come back with a 2 on a steal. Quick hands again. That was Becker there, Dave. Nearly coming away with one.
Well, Westby setting the screens up here to break this press, and they're not coming to the basketball. Can they hang out there at the free throw line? It makes it difficult. Miller now tries a 3, not able to connect. And Westby quickly down by 9.
Off from a 17-17 tie at half.
And again, just a lazy pass and a score.
This is a blitz.
Well, it's just Westby girls right now, Ken. They're not watching. They're just playing haphazard or not playing sharp and turning the ball over. And that's what happens in Mustangs. They're converting. They're taking total advantage of it.
Well, speaking of a total advantage, they're going to talk this over for a whole minute. We'll take a break ourselves, take advantage of that. All right, back we go here. And again, the Melmin Mustangs jumping out in front here at the beginning of second half.
Booty with a shot from the right elbow, missing the mark. Melrose-Mindoro has started this half off, Ken, 5 for 5.
My goodness.
3 of those three-pointers.
Whoa.
Westby has started out 1 of 6.
Ouch.
Westby now in a straight-up defense. And a near turnover, and somehow they got it into the lane. Now she's walking around there, and they're going to call a jump ball for Pete's sake. Oh, my goodness. She was falling to the ground. No one even had the ball. They call it jump. After she walked a couple steps.
I was going to say at least a step and a half, maybe 2.
Now he said, bring the ball up the floor. You got one-on-one. Just clear out, clear out, clear out. Don't stop there. Booty now into the lane. And she'll toss one up and off the mark again.
A little bit of a hook shot there, but maybe a touch far out. Rimmed away.
Radcliffe. Becker cuts through. And now Bosch comes up to the top corner, down to the baseline. Penetrate, kick out, penetrate, kick out. And there's a wrap up. And it'll stay down, Mustangs.
That was a nice job by Gluck to step in there and try and rip the ball away from the rebound from the offensive player.
Berg and Miller back on the floor. Also coming in is Frauenkron. And a three-pointer.
Ooh, that was close.
And Fortune getting that one out of there. Now up to Miller. Ooh, jeepers, just off her tip.
Nearly over the top.
Nearly over the top. Still has her dribble. Jumper right side. And a turnover, Bailey getting in there. Up to Miller.
I always get a little nervous when you start swinging around after getting a steal.
And Fortune taking advantage of a great offensive rebound and putting it down. Bailey, a good look.
Yeah, Allie Fortune, she played very tough underneath there.
Becker with a good look. Going to go off the left side. Look with the rebound. Don't be lazy with your passes. Got away with that one. Berg, Bailey down into Fortune. Now try the other side.
Yeah, there had to be a foul. That was a pretty good body check right there.
That was good offense that time. They had the floor spread nice.
As you can see, 12:02 remaining here in the ball game. The Westby Norsemen down by 9 to the Mustangs.
Benish and Booty in for the Norse. Nikolai and Blaken in for the Mustangs. They work hard, Ken. You can see what they're doing. They've done it year after year after year, boys and girls, and many teams. They curl that offensive player down to the block on the backside. But when you get locked into just thinking that's where the ball has to go, you miss other people who are open you could have given the ball to. Thus a 5-second call. And a scramble on the floor. It looks like it will go to Westby as Bailey's able to tie up with Frauenkron.
Mustangs dropping back now on the defensive side.
And Benish will bring it across the timeline. Good double screen to open it up for Miller down the lane. And the kick out, there'll be a foul. Good double screen. First from Bailey and then Booty. Bailey slashes underneath and able to finish.
You know, she kind of got her body squared up enough there, Dave, and converted. Nice work.
And timeout.
Yeah, that's going to go on Mel Min. They want to talk things over. We'll do the same. We'll return here in just a moment. Norsemen find themselves down by 9 here with 11:15 to go in the ball game.
Yeah, they were down by 9 in the first half as well and was able to get back into it and just Miller with the takeaway. Just set screens for her.
Gluck back into the game as well as Fortune.
Fortune, a good move underneath. Just not able to finish, but a nice move. Quick move. And we have a tie up again. It'll go stay here with the Mustangs. Becker back in. And sliding out will be Zeman.
Booty, again, you got to work hard, and she was on that one trying to rip the ball away.
And a rebound and a foul, I think. Reaching around the backside was 45. Frauenkron. Pass into Miller, poked away from the backside and up to Radcliffe, and she converts.
Yeah, she is just a very tough ball player. And good body control there on the way up for the shot, knowing that she might be fouled.
Plays a lot of basketball, you can see that.
Yeah.
There's another takeaway. Westby with another turnover, and Radcliffe, easy two. Again.
Well, this is going to be quickly turning into a mini rout if you're not careful. 13-point deficit now for the Norsemen.
Benish with a good fight there. Now the ball is kind of chucked into the middle, and it's going to call a foul on Booty. Luckily for Blaken, I thought she was going to get rolled up there, Ken. Thankfully, she did not. Bailey Black on the floor for Benish. Bouch coming in, and she will spell Radcliffe. Booty with a block and a takeaway. And here comes Miller. And again, a timeout on the floor.
Well, down by a bundle here, a baker's dozen, 9:18 remaining in the game. Well, the Norsemen coming back out here, and Dave, as we've talked, a lot of things going on here for the Norsemen as they need to kind of pick things back up, you might say.
Good high-low action there to Booty, not able to connect, knocked out of bounds. Ooh, got away with that one as Bailey clearly hit that ball out of bounds.
Well, thanks to my daughter helping out a little bit. She's monitoring back at the house. I'm going to turn this up just a touch more, Dave. Apparently we're just a little bit low yet. We'll see if that helps a little bit. Thanks, Jill, for checking on things. Field goal time there by Aaron.
That time they were able to fend off the fast break of the Mustangs.
Back here on Thursday evening as the Sparta Spartans come to town. That could be an interesting one, an MVC school. Another takeaway here. Turnover on, I guess that's an unforced one, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Melmin with the shot here. They'll get the rebound. Come back inside. Boy, there is a good-looking play right back in the middle of the court. That was Becker, and she's able to bank it in. Westby down 38-23 as we approach the 8-minute mark. Fortune back at the top with Miller. Shot up, no good. Rebound put back, still no good. There's Booty, and we're going to get a whistle. It'll
Benish
stay.
and Berg coming in.
Stay with the Norseman here. Booty will get a break. As will Grace Bailey. Gluck to inbound. She'll go out to the top. Tipped away there. They'll let that one ride out of bounds. Again, quick hands over there. Can't quite see the number there, Dave.
I think that's Becker over there.
Oh, is it Becker? Okay. Oh, yeah. There we go. Back up to the top here. Benish to Gluck. Gluck over the far side.
Oh, nice dribble.
That was a beautiful little move right there. Was that Benish?
Yep.
Yeah, that was a good move. 38-25, 7.5 to go. JV game again starting at 5:45 on Thursday. Varsity to be right around that 7 o'clock mark, give or take a little. Hope you can join us. Should be a good one with Sparta. Here's a drive again. That one rolls off to the left. No good. Good rebound in there. That was Fortune. Norseman quickly down the court. Nice little give and go here to Fortune, and she laid it up and in.
Yeah, nice look from Berg. And nice cut from Fortune.
You know, these ladies play volleyball together. They'll play some summer basketball. You know, after a while, you got to think that they can kind of get an idea of what one likes to do and how they'll do things. There's another big drive. That one a little bit short by Becker. She went in without any fear at all.
Booty Bailey back in. Yeah, it was good tight defense too.
Mm-hmm. Melmin to inbound. Up to the top here. Radcliffe, who's been a little quiet now, but back into the ball game. She had a string of 4 or 6 points in a row, it felt like. Now she's going to get tied up here. Nice job by Booty. That time Dave Radcliffe kind of did what some of the Norsemen were doing early in the ball game, kind of turning into things.
Go to the ball.
They'll get the ball in here to Benish. Back up to Gluck over here on the near wing with Fortune. Back to Gluck. Aaron surveying the field. Little spin move. Goes over the far side. Back inside. Oh, we're going to get a walk, I'll bet.
I think they're going to foul.
They're going to get a foul. Okay. Had a pretty good reach in there. And Caitlin Benish will go to the line. Well, check that. They will not. They'll say a foul on the floor. 5:48 remaining. 11-point ball game. Westby going to have to try and go on a quick flurry of scoring here. That one, though, is off the mark. Here comes Radcliffe on the pass. That one tipped away. Oh, what a nice backhand save there. Behind the back save. Shot up, no good. And out of bounds it goes. Back to the Norsemen. Gluck will inbound with 5:31 to go. Well, every opportunity here now, you want to take advantage. Had to stop on that one. The ball tipped away and stolen here by Melmin. Come down here to Becker on the near corner, and we're going to get a foul here as Bailey did a little body check. Looking to inbound, Zeman. Check that. Now it's going to be number 25 in Buchanan. Lob pass down low. Kick out. Shot up. No good. Back of the rim. And the long rebound coming out here to Miller. Radcliffe on her. Over to Fortune here on the wing. Back across the court to Booty. Miller again. Taking your time here, but on the same token, want to try and get a score. Instead, they bounce it right into Becker's hands. Becker over here on the wing with Zeman. She'll go down low with Radcliffe. Radcliffe back up to Zeman. Radcliffe on the far side next to Coach Radcliffe. Back up to the top again. They move the ball around. And Becker not able to get to that one.
Berg Benish back into the game. Booty going out. And Gluck getting a break.
I have a feeling it's going to be a short one. There's a good pass. That one coming in to Bailey.
They're out of there.
Yeah, all of a sudden it's collapsing, and you can just see it. Benish not able to get the ball to the teammate and picked off. That was number 10 in Bouch with the pick off. Radcliffe over to Becker. Far side, Radcliffe. Looked like she thought about a three and then said no with Miller there. Ball tipped away, but Melmin able to get it with Bouch. Buchanan with the ball, kicks back around to the outside. Here's a drive, the layup a little bit too strong. And rebound coming away by the Norsemen. And they get it to Miller, who lost it for a moment. And now a quick toss, and we're going to get lucky on that one as Bausch hits it last. And Westby will retain possession. 3:17 to go. Boy, just like that, it looks like 2 minutes went off here, Dave.
Yeah, it did. It was a good structure by Melmin, kind of hanging on to the ball, controlling it.
Mm-hmm.
Berg will come off. Benish will come off.
And the ball lost again here. Radcliffe coming away with it. Over to Becker. Becker to Bouch. Bouch back to Becker. Back down low it goes. Bouch wanted to go over to the far side with Radcliffe. Instead, Miller was able to punch the ball away. Ball went way back in behind everybody. Radcliffe tracked it down, and now we're ready to go. Zeman to inbound. She'll come over here to the near side with Becker all alone for three, and she nailed it. My goodness. 41-27, under 3 minutes to go. Here comes Miller trying to get across the timeline, picked off. Taken away by Radcliffe. Bouch once again over the far side it goes, and that one lost. Couldn't quite keep the handle. That was Nicolay. Gluck will look to drive, stops, hands off over here to the near side. On the drive, Benish back up the top with Gluck.
Got to shoot the ball, you're down.
Yep, you got to get things going, don't you? You're
Good
right.
Lord.
Absolutely. Shot is up. That one's still a little strong by Gluck. Now it's going to be Booty, nothing there. And Fortune with the rebound, and they're going to call a jump ball. Yeah, you're right, Dave. Right now, at about that 2:20 mark, you need to just kind of start letting things loose a little bit.
Yeah, sometimes you have to kind of, just start attacking.
Force it a little, you're right.
Not the time to run a bunch of offense, that's for sure.
You don't have that luxury right now. A full minute, and we'll return with the final couple minutes here of the ball game. Well, Dave, as we come back to this ball game with 2:06 remaining, you know, the one thing that's unfortunately is glaring is only 10 points in the second half for the Norsemen after coming off a 17-17 tie at half.
Well, that's on 5 of 22 from shooting, so they haven't had their chances, Ken. They have missed, again, about 10 shots right at dead point range.
Oh, boy. Yeah.
There's a double dribble.
Quick toss across the half-court line. Here is Becker with a drive on a good feed. And it's 43-27. Gluck with the ball. Spin move back over here to the near side with Miller. She gets the ball over here to Benish. Down low. Miller with the shot. She'll bank it in.
Nice cut, nice find. Miller finished it.
Here comes Radcliffe. Quick toss to Becker. She'll bounce pass. And that's an easy bucket there.
Right now they're just getting beat right up the floor.
Yeah. Nicolai with the easy bucket. Benish bringing the ball across the court. Over to Gluck on the far wing next to the Norseman bench. Here is Fortune now. Oh, she spun and let go of the ball just a touch too quick as Gluck was looking to take a couple of steps inside, and the ball was behind her. Just a little misread there on Fortune on her part. She had the right idea with things, probably a little give and go maybe. Changes being made here now. Here is Becker to Buchanan. Now into the ball game is Frankron for Melmin, number 45. Back up the top here with Zeman, number 20. Buchanan. Well, tipped away here by the Norseman. Bailey comes back out. Shot up by Gluck. It's going to roll off to the right. No good. 30 seconds remaining here in the ball game, and Westby will get the ball. Let's try and put something together here in the last few seconds. That shot no good from downtown by Miller. Zeman brought the ball down the court, back to her from Buchanan. Far side Becker. Clock now under 10. And they'll run the clock down to 0. And that'll be your ball game.
Well, Westby, Ken, this second half, 6 of 25 from the field. The Mustangs 9 of 19 from the field. The Mustangs just took advantage of turnover, especially in the beginning of that second half. Westby turned the ball over 3-4 times in a row, and the Mustangs converted. And late in the game, Westby trying to get to the ball, and the Mustangs again just pushing it up the floor, and Westby not transitioning. A lot to work on for this young team. But like we said earlier, they haven't seen the floor.
Yep.
And that's. You think about last year's team and all those seniors out there, and there were times, Ken, when you're up by 30 and 35, and your young kids are still sitting there, and they had a golden opportunity to learn the game a little bit, and it just wasn't given to them. So it's going to be what you reap what you sow, and there wasn't a lot of sowing last year, unfortunately, for the Norsemen. So they'll have to grow this year and see where it takes them.
Well,
tough loss to a young Mustang team.
Yes, very much so. Only about three, only 3 seniors on that team by Mel Min. And final score definitely going to the Mustangs. Well, we'll be back here again on Thursday evening as the Spartans come to town. We hope that you can join us once again on Western Wisconsin Video Productions on the Twitch channel with Westby. Well, Dave, thanks again for helping out, and we'll plan on Thursday evening. See what the Norsemen can do.
Happens, yeah.
It'll be another fun night.
They got to have a very tough Spartan team coming in here.
I have a feeling with the MVC, they're always something.
Oh yeah.
For Dave Gluck, I'm Ken Manning. Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll see you Thursday night right back here in Westby on the hard court. So long for now.